It's the most wonderful.
Oh, shush. Stand this over.
Sign as the go light up now. News Talk weather.
Thanks to Ryanair. Lost track of time and still need a gift? A Ryanair gift card's got you covered. Hilly, dry and cloudy today, just a few light patches of rain. Highest temperatures 3 to 7 degrees. Now you're up to date on News Talk.
Good morning and welcome to the best of the Pat Kenny Show. I hope you're still enjoying the Christmas afterglow and all of the trimmings. Over the next hour, we're going to bring you some of our favourite pieces from the past 12 months. We'll hear about an Irishman's links to the bridge over the River Kwai, Santa comes to town on Inside Hollywood, and Paul Harrington sings Christmas 1915. Now, if you're planning any wild changes for 2026, how about swapping the corporate world for saving stray street dogs? Well, that's exactly what animal advocate Niall Harbison did when he moved to Thailand and met Tina, a dog which changed his life and, as a result, thousands of others. Now, the last time we had met was in my kitchen when he was still a tech entrepreneur, but also a remarkable chef.
Yeah, in my previous life, I used to work in the corporate world as well, and ditched it, threw it all in to go and live on a beach in Thailand.
You were well ahead of your time. I remember you were working on the corporate. And on the other hand, you had the offer. Or the corporate world for you?
I think just it was always, well, first, predominantly I was an alcoholic and I suffered from depression and anxiety, and I was a functioning alcoholic, so I was, relatively successful and did my thing in business, but I was miserable, really. I was always, battling addiction, and I just wanted out of the sort of rat race, or the, get out of and find a sort of meaning in life. But I went to Thailand to try and sort of live a happier existence.
And were you detoxed at that point?
No, the idea was to go there and but I had one final kick of the drink of the bottle, literally, and I ended up in hospital. So I was in ICU for 4 days. This is 4.5 years ago, and I nearly drank myself to death. But that was luckily the rock bottom. That was the kick up the arse I did.
And were you in Thailand in hospital?
Yeah.
So that would not necessarily be the first world medical service.
Actually, it was, because they had insurance, and it was actually probably nearly better than the medical care here, funnily enough. But it was, look, I was coming off a serious amount of alcohol, so it wasn't enjoyable in any way.
No. Now, what was it when you're lying in your hospital bed that makes you think there's something else I must do? And then how did you find that thing?
Well, it was like a movie or something. I thought I was going to die, because they're pumping stuff into my veins, and I really thought I was going to die. And when I was there dying, I said, right, I'm going to die in 10 minutes. Like, my heart's done here. And all I could think about was my dog Snoop, who I loved. And I remember thinking about playing football as an 8-year-old. I was heading in a goal or whatever it was. And those were the two things. And I wasn't thinking about a promotion or a new iPhone or a pair of runners.
Things that were worthwhile came to your mind.
Exactly. It was crystal clear. And I didn't go out the next day and start saving dogs. It was about a 6-month process of rehabilitation and sorting my head out. But I just remember thinking, God, there's more to life. I was like, if I die right here, what's people will forget you in about 2 weeks. You haven't actually done anything meaningful.
So how did you come to the street dogs? I mean, they're everywhere, obviously, in Thailand.
Yeah, there's 10 million street dogs in Thailand, which is insane. But I always loved dogs, and I literally there was no great sign. I just started feeding one dog on my way home from football, and then I went back the next day and started feeding her again, and it grew, and then we're up to the point now where we feed 1,250 every day. So we're for kitchen and using the chefing skills. We make fresh food for them and everything. So
now, it's only a drop in the ocean in a sense, with so many millions of street dogs, and you're managing to feed some of them. But you do take on the hardest cases, don't you?
we do. The dogs, we've just opened our hospital, so we're treating dogs there. But what we focus a big amount of our time on is sterilising, which is not glamorous. That's neutering or spaying the dog, so it's getting a population.
Where are you now? I think the latest number I saw was 70,000.
Yeah, I think we're 80,000 I just saw this morning. So
that's to make sure there are
Truck
no
spotter,
more
hey.
unwanted puppies from those
How you
dogs, at
doing?
least.
yeah, it's probably very hard for people to understand here, like why is that so important, but there's just so many, and then because there's so many, they get hit by cars and cruelty and disease, and so the really boring stuff that we have to do is
Hello.
vaccines, sterilising,
Take
stuff
the
like that.
crown.
The exciting bit that everybody loves following online is, you know, the makeovers and finding a puppy and that sort of stuff.
Now, this book is named after
You watch, you'll stole it again.
She was skinny, she was
works.
worn to wrestle.
And it takes a lot to break a dog's spirit, but her, you know, you could see her face is broken. But I read she was on a chain. She'd been bred maybe 6 or 7.
Thanks,
litter
buddy.
puppies, but we rescued her. She nearly died the first night I had her. Shocked to
But
the
it's
system
cold in
of
Newcastle.
giving her
It's
food.
really cold here.
Yeah, I was.
It says 6.5 degrees, but chilly wind.
I'll give her a good.
Chilly wind by the Mersey. It's cold. If you want proof I sub to you, take the crown. I left you a message on one of your videos telling you that I subs. Truck spotter, hello, how you doing? Probably keep this stream on for about an hour and then my battery will go. Oh, I can't remember. Bloody hell. I've been asleep since then, mate. I can't remember. I don't know. It should come up on your notifications. When you go on YouTube, homepage, it will say at the top right on your phone, you'll have a number at the top right with a red circle. And it will say any notifications. So, check on there. Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
dog rescue center in Thailand, but you also post videos of what you do online, which is very, very effective in getting a worldwide audience for you.
Yeah, it's good. I try and put it, like when I started it, I'd come from a media background and I said I don't want to be in videos. I don't want to, you know,
Gemma!
make videos of the dog.
Gemma, hey, Gemma.
COVID.
Gemma's my good friend from the Philippines. Gemma, Merry Christmas. Manigang Pasco.
Try and put something positive out in the world.
Thanks for stopping by, Gemma. Bless you. Hope you had a nice Christmas.
And I think it puts a smile on people's faces.
Telling the good stories, because many of them...
Subscribe to Gemma's channel, guys.
They do, yeah. And there's like we've rehomed 85. There's dogs in.
Take the crown. Subscribe to Gemma. She's one of my dear friends in the Philippines.
They're the like.
I think we've known each other like a year now. Must be a year.
What an extraordinary human being Niall Harbison is.
Yeah, I just started doing live stream, Gemma.
Amazing. I wonder what he makes of the terrible way racing and air coursing greyhounds can be treated in this country.
Right, I can't read the messages I'm driving. I'll read the next messages at the traffic lights. Thanks for coming, Gemma. God bless you. Lovely lady, Gemma. Subscribe to her channel. Hang on, Gemma, hang on. There we go, Gemma. Oh, oh, oh. Ballygang Pasco. Thanks, Gemma, bless you. Take the crown, subscribe to Gemma in the chat. She's my dear friend. She's a lovely lady, she is. Very kind. I'm on the way to the North Pole. I'm returning some parcels to Santa for naughty kids. There's some naughty kids that got parcels that they shouldn't have. It's delivered to an incorrect address. So I'm sending them back. They don't deserve them.
It's a big operation, but Tina inspired me to do that, to think big, because I just saw her suffering, and I said, I promised her literally when she was dying, I said, look, I'm going to change the world for you and save as many of your friends as I can. So,
And Tina's inspiration, the way she lived her life.
yeah,
That's very good.
but she made me, you know, I always would have been a bit scared about funding or different things, and then when she died, I remember burying her, and I said to myself, right, fuck it, I'm going to not be scared, and I'm just going to live it every day as if it's my last, you know?
You've had a few more characters come along, though, and not to replace Tina, but kind of...
Thanks, Gemma. Bless you. Tom Sack.
Resuscitated, really.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, I mean, the little characters like McMuffin, she had cancer with Brad Pitt. I like to give them funny little names that people can follow online. So, yeah, there's those. I mean, those are the good news stories. I try to just put a smile on people's faces. And
The intermix those that don't quite make it, Miss Alba.
yeah, Alba was a wonderful little dog. She only lived for 2 weeks, but I think we all grew to love her an awful lot. It's sad.
Even though she had 2 weeks, she had two.
What's your... Yeah, that's what I'm going to... Yes, Gemma. Yes. I'm just about to get... I'm just about to get on the motorway, so... The freeway, so... I won't be able to check. Take the crown. I'll tell you the channel that will connect for you. Write it down. Marliz, M Marliz vlog VLOG 19 Marliz vlog 19. Say you know Shamrock and she'll know, and then she'll connect.
If you're living with domestic or sexual violence, support is always here. Visit alwayshere.ie or call an Garda Síochána.
A message from Cohen, the Domestic, Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Agency.
If you're looking for beautiful Irish-made sofas or chairs, the Finline Furniture annual sale is now on. All Finline's furniture comes with our unique 20-year guarantee. Showrooms open in Dublin, Cork, Galway and our factory in County Laois. Finline have only one sale every year, so don't miss out. See finlinefurniture.ie.
The Pat Kenny Show.
With Aviva Insurance, we reward our customers who have both car and home insurance with a discount. Aviva Insurance is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
This is News Talk.
Welcome back to the best of the Pat Kenny Show, where it's time to go inside Hollywood.
I am sure he hurt the poor little kid.
Boring.
When I
€1 million cash prizes to be won. The draw is on New Year's Eve and tickets are limited to 600,000. Have you got yours? The National Lottery. It could be you. Gift responsibly.
Got dangerous or unwanted trees? Call Harper Bros today. Save fast and affordable tree removal. For a free quotation, call 086 895 3884. Done right the first time.
Shaw's biggest ever winter sale is now on. Enjoy huge savings and discounts across most departments. Shop our sale online now at shaws.ie.
The Grace, Westport Estate, opening spring 2026, is now recruiting across all departments. Defined by quiet luxury and renewal, we're building an exceptional hotel team. Join us at our recruitment fair on Tuesday the 30th of December from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Westport Estate Suite, Church Lane. If you're passionate about hospitality and creating unforgettable guest experiences, we'd love to meet you. For more information, visit thegrace.ie or email us at careers@thegrace.ie. We hope to see you there.
Courtune Furniture Tuesday massive stock clearance sale this Monday and Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. up to 60% off at Courtune Furniture Ardnary Ballina.
King's Claremorris sales now on. Up to 75% off all Christmas stock. Up to 20% off selected homewares. Great deals on Snickers workwear, DeWalt and Milwaukee power tools. Not to mention our great fuel offers. Wishing all our customers a happy new year. King's Claremorris. Call in, click in, take it all in.
You didn't deserve what happened. And it doesn't have to define you. You don't have to carry it alone. I know a safe place where you can tell your story. And you'll be believed. Call the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre National Helpline on 1-800-778888 whenever you're ready to talk. They'll be ready to listen.
The Mid-Morning Show on Midwest Radio, thanks to Harrington Concrete and Quarries, producers of high-strength cattle slats, beams and manholes for the agricultural sector. HarringtonConcrete.ie. Concrete built is better built.
Mick Flavin, I should say. Get it right. But anyway, that was especially for the crew over in Solihull in Birmingham. They were looking for Mick Flavin. It's Midwest at 27 minutes past 11.
Midwest Radio Time Check with ORA Assessors Ballinrobe, acting on your behalf to ensure you get your full entitlements for any insurance claim. 094 95 41561 or oraassessors.com.
Now, I want to catch up with some of your WhatsApps that are coming into the show today. Let's start by saying again, good morning to the Weekend Drama Group on their wonderful production of Philadelphia Here I Come. Listeners were there last night. It was terrific, and the cup of tea was mighty too. So congratulations again to all the crew there. And Tommy, would you give a big shout out to the wonderful Dick Pierce, who played a magnificent gig in the TF Castle Bar last night. Tremendous atmosphere and energy, unbelievable gig, and that's from some of the people who were there. There was obviously a lot of people there at that particular show in the TF Royal last night. So to all of you getting up, I hope at this stage and surfing out the day ahead, enjoyed it, I hope, and by all accounts, it was a huge success. So good morning to all of you, and we head to Ballycastle to say good morning to Peter.
Ballycastle.
Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday today. All your family have been on to say happy birthday, and we'll see you for the cake later. So the celebrations continue. This won't be Christmas cake, Peter. This will be birthday cake. So have a wonderful day today, Peter Healy in Ballycastle. And one more mention here, as we say good morning to Louise and Joe Owens, and listening from Birmingham. They're actually getting married. They're not in Birmingham now. They're getting married today in Carricastle. And we want to wish them the very best of luck, Louise and Joe. They're the Owenses. All the best wishes from Siobhan and Tom O'Donnell, who are travelling up from Belmullet as we speak for the big day. So what a lovely day to get married. Louise and Joe from Birmingham getting married in Carricastle today. They'll be well looked after down there, that's for sure. So congratulations and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Somebody asked, and we're playing some music today from the American Drifters, and somebody asked me to play this because it brings back childhood memories.
Have a beloved Santa on film without it beard being real. It's a must in cinematic, kind of the cache of cinematic history. And I think not only the commitment to kindness as well, and we saw it there, he was a little bit grumpy, but then of course he brings it too. And I know you love bad include.
But I mean, Santa comes in all shapes and sizes.
He does indeed.
He does indeed.
He's the best in the business.
Lisa Cannon, head of studio with DMG Media. Time for a musical interlude now, courtesy of Paul Harrington, and this is Christmas 1915.
1915 on Christmas Day. On the Western Front, the guns all died away. And light she was my Tipperary girl. I fell head soon over hard to twitched and twittered and I'd eat like a hound dog strut to please. Now young and foolish, old and wise, and for love and dope and dice. Right up from the start, that Tipperary girl, she's great, her heart. Hair of gold, eyes of blue, prettiest girl I ever knew. Skin as white as precious pearl, she was my Tipperary girl. Hair of gold, eyes of blue, prettiest girl I ever knew. Skin as white as precious pearl, she was my Tipperary girl.
of Sandy Kenny, so no problem. Here she is. Every time you need a friend.
All's bright, all brothers hand in hand. In 1915, in
What a surprise. I know exactly where these drivers are going before they even do. Fuck's sake. Dickhead.
In the morning, all the guns boom in the rain.
Eileen. Eileen, princess, Eileen. Hello, sis. What's up, beautiful? How you doing? How is Eileen? Fuck off, dickhead. How you doing, Eileen? Thanks for stopping by. We're just crossing the border in a second. Hopefully it's not copyright jammer. If it is, I have to just edit it out, unfortunately. It's ridiculous and all. I know, stupid. Gemma, do you know sis Eileen?
The Tiling Solutions end of year super sale is now on for 3 days only.
Flying off to a Christmas market, simply wherever you're going, you'll find safe, secure parking 6 minutes from the airport at Park 2 Travel. Head to park2travel.ie this winter and use the code PARK2TRAVEL now to get 15% off. Then simply park to go. Park2travel.ie. For when you need to park to, well, travel. Terms and conditions apply.
We'll call you out of your nonsense and give you it frankly straight. But knows when to shut up and listen. Take your side, empathise, advocate. Who can you fight half the night with?
Yeah, thanks, Gemma.
For a team, we'll push your buttons and drive you so mad, but still make you never have to pretend.
The Pat Kenny.
You can count on Aviva, on the phone or online at aviva.ie.
This is News Talk.
Welcome back to the Best of Pat Kenny Show. And we're going to finish this morning by taking you to the bridge over the River Kwai, a film you may have seen on TV at this time. But did you know about a Dublin man who found himself under Japanese occupation working on that very bridge? Don Kennedy's son, Dr. Fergus Kennedy, joined us in May to tell us his fond story, but we started with his own story.
There we are, we just crossed the border. We're in a different country now. Different country. Where you headed to? Headed to the ferry port, my friend. That was nice. That lorry driver just had a crucifix statue on his dash. There's a Burger King over there. Couldn't do that. I'm bloody hungry. Actually, and a Starbucks, and it's empty. Should have gone in there. Stevie, hello, my friend. Stevie, how you doing, fella? I need to get a mobile dash holder so you can see where I'm driving. Alex, hello Alex, how you doing? Subscribe to Alex's channel, guys. Great Yugoslavian music on there. Gonna have to stop off at the next town. Absolutely shattered. I'll get coffee. Guys, I'm in Wales, my favourite country in the world. pissing me off, this phone. Keeps shaking. Gemma, hi. Gemma. Subscribe to Gemma's channel. Have a good sleep, Gemma. Love you. Take care.
The Japanese were determined to complete this railway in as short a period of time as possible, and they provided the Allied prisoners of war with very basic food, mainly rice, possibly a little bit of vegetables. It was a starvation diet, and pictures in the book and the skeletal. That's right, prisoners, you know. And my dad, at the end of the war, he was 6 feet tall and he weighed 6 stone, 84 pounds at the very end of the war, not just when the railway was completed, but at the end of the war in 1945. The hazards of living in the jungle, basically, were disease, whether it's insect-borne or otherwise. He did catch beriberi. He did. Beriberi is a deficiency of vitamin B1, thiamine, and it causes extreme weakness. That's the origin of the name beriberi, and it also causes tingling and numbness in the hands and feet, and pain in the legs and weakness in the legs. So it's very difficult to walk. Ultimately, also a little bit of heart failure, so his legs were swollen as well. And the British medical officer had nothing to treat them with. If you or I had berry tomorrow, we could get some vitamins in the chemist.
How you doing, sweetie? Hello. Subscribe to Min's channel, guys. She's brilliant. Lovely person, Min is lovely. Nice and quiet here. You back? Take the crown. You're back. Welcome back. Take the crown. Subscribe to Min's channel and Gemma's. Gemma, good night. Sweet dreams.
That's all he said, yeah. And did you ever get an insight into what he thought of the Alec Guinness character. Not specifically, but I think in general, Allied prisoners of war didn't like the portrayal of the character that
Busy long hair.
was Colonel Nicholson, and Colonel Nicholson was based upon the real colonel of the original Rebel Body. His name was Colonel Philip Toosey, and Toosey was idolized by his men because he was very
Take the Crown. Did you hear me earlier when I told you who to subscribe to? Marla's. How's everybody, guys? Cold here. It's cold. Take the Crown. I'll tell you someone else to subscribe to. Get a pen and paper to write it down, because you won't remember. Ready? Okay, so it's Marlies, M for Mike, A for Alpha, R for Romeo, L for Lima, I for India, Z for Zulu, Marlies, Vlog, VLOG, 19, Marlies Vlog 19.
They knew that I was accumulating so much information over all the years, and when I retired,
that's my good friend Lisa. Known her for like over a year. Marlies Vlog 19. That's Marliz, like M-A-R, Liz, L-I-Z, Marliz. Her name's Lisa, but it's Marliz. M-A-R-L-I-Z, Z for zebra. That's it, yeah. Marliz. So you know Shamrock, and she'll know. She'll know straight away. That's the one. Get your lorry in there, jeez. I'm in the mood. Yeah, that's her, yeah. That's her. Yeah, Marla's. Take the crown, subscribe to Gemma. Gemma's a lovely lady. Been my friend for nearly a year, I think. Known each other. Natalia, thank you. Thank you. Nearly been driving an hour, so I'm just gonna go get a coffee. Can't drive more than an hour without getting tired. Natalia, how are you? I will do when I pull up, yeah. I'm literally 5 minutes and I'll do it. I'll pull up.
meters, bear right and follow the A5026. Meters, bear right and follow the A5026. Bear right. 100 meters, turn left and follow the A5026, then immediately bear right. Turn left. Bear right. Turn left.
Here we
200
are.
meters, you will reach your destination. Your destination is on the right.
Here we go. Blue tick, friend. Here we go. Look at the... I look like I've been awake for 3 days. So tired. Right, let's read these. Right, thank you. Italian, thank you. Right here. Thank you. Right, let's go get some coffees. Ah. It's actually not too cold now. It was colder driving here. So that journey was about 50 miles, I think. Yeah, about 50. maybe about 45. But it's an hour's driving, and that's long enough for me. So we're just gonna go in here, get some bits. How you doing, guys? Right, I'm going to end this here because I've got to scan my phone at the till, so I'll end this here.